Hi, I'm architect Priya.
And I'm architect Rahul from Workers of Art.
Today we are taking you through this project on the beautiful backwaters of Edakochi called Perch.
So when we walked in for the first time, I think it was quite immediate what we had to do. It was always about what you see on the outside. So even though we started with thinking that we have the water as a view, later on we realized it's almost like you're surrounded by it. So again, considering water as an element, not just in view, but also conceptually, we tried to play with materials that would mimic it. So a patina, when you look at it with the water in the horizon, it was almost like an elevation. The patina depicted it in plant. You could see the textures, you could see the flow. The rugs were inspired from the patterns again of the water. Predominantly, we've used travertine, also a lot of mosaic. And this comes from his memory. It comes from his past. And that's what led the choice of the materials. You would see also is that the tint of the yellow ochre starts to change with each room because each batch had a variation, and we thought maybe we should embrace it rather than try and make the entire place look the same. So between rooms you would see the tones change a little, especially with all the natural light falling on it. It gives it another whole dimension.
So lime plaster was used as the predominant wall finish throughout the house, a way in which we could really get together and work with the local craftsmen in this area, sort of mastered the art of lime plaster. There were a lot of interesting exchanges that we had and a lot of learning also through this process. All the furniture here is all European furniture. To complement these pieces, they've designed a spherical side table that really adds a lot of character to the living room.
So working on a linear plan of the apartment also meant trying to solve the long passages, and these were dark, so we had to work with, or even in the introduction of fluted doors, to have a soft light that would wash them, almost give a clue of where the doors were. And we've also used mirrors to slowly reveal water where you couldn't see it directly.
So to break the monotony of a long passage and to bring about that sculptural quality to the space, we also rounded the corners along the arches. After seeing water all around you and really experiencing it throughout the home, the final act was to touch it, and that's where Fima played a really big role.
And we didn't want this to be a regular experience. We wanted it to be a sort of ritual. And that's where the decision to go with a wooden handle almost made a lot of sense. You wanted that process to be slow. You wanted it to be mindful. We wanted a fitting that would pretty much camouflage. And I feel like all of these started to come together when we got to see the different collection that Fima had.
So it's the act of washing your hands while you have this amazing view to the backwaters, and then that just elevates the experience of being in this house into a soulful experience.
So home is where you can pause, you can slow down, and you can just be yourself.
So for us, there's no place like home because it is a place where you truly be yourself in.
And because of that feeling, there's no place like home.